What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. About to have my coffee now, so just want to answer one of the emails somebody sent me over because one of the former executive teams of Ripple, talked about that Ripple could at any moment decide to burn all the coins in escrow. And I said to myself, like, well, he asked me, David, whether this is a possibility, and I'm like, yeah, it technically is a possibility. I mean, Ethereum burn coins, I mean, a bunch of other companies. But one of the reasons why it will benefit Ripple is not so much on the price for like investors. What it will be is it will help get XRP to a high enough price to make liquidity a very like doable thing. Let me explain what I mean by that. You know how we always talk about what's the price of XRP, what's it going to be, and people who've been around this stuff understand that a higher price XRP means there's always going to be coins available for transactions. Even though the banks don't buy XRP, they just kind of use them, for a few minutes in between, seconds technically. But the thing is, the higher the price, the more stable the price action is on the ledger. So burning those 50 billion in escrow wallet, it's not a far-fetched thing. I could see that thing happening completely. Um, Also, as they get into the world of smart contracts and stuff like that, they're gonna have to burn coins anyway because that's the way they set it up. To get into the new, XRP plus, with the smart contracts, you have to burn existing XRP in order to do that. So I think that very much they're setting that thing up in the protocol. Now, what does that mean towards you and towards me? Well, we wake up one morning and we're not rich, we're confused rich. That's what it comes down to. Because you get rid of those coins, that means the entire price structure of the XRP that are out there through the ceiling. Like that's not that like don't even fuck around like that. Hold on, let me calm myself down. I mean, yeah, listen, I look at it like this. When I look at this entire thing, and I'm gonna base it on, you can do the math, but let's just say, like I tell people all the time, $500 is still gonna get you around 1,000 coins. Okay, you could do the math on your stuff, whether you have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. I just do that 500 because it's easier for people to get. When that sucker goes to $200, that's 200,000. Okay, that's a lot. That's an amazing gain for 500 bucks. But the thing is, if the thing goes into the thousands, which 2025, 2026, I could see that happening when everybody's on this system. At $2,000 a coin, that original 500,000 coins, that turns out to be $2 million. I mean, think about that for a second. Now, if you got 10,000 coins, that's $20 million. And people go, it would never go up to that price. I laugh when I see people talk shit about this and they've never been in this world before. I have heard people talk shit about Ethereum not breaking 50 bucks. I heard shit about people about Bitcoin. It was sickening. It's never, nobody's gonna use that, whatever. I mean, like literally. And then at the end of the day, there you go. People need to understand something. Okay? Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, like don't speak like you like know the whole like that's crazy world. I can tell you that, and I'll give you my example. Was with a company, setting them up, setting everything up for them. They went public, the whole thing. This is Valisur. This is the original precursor to a lot of this Bitcoin crypto stuff, whatever. They had a certain amount of keys. Look at the keys as like, I don't know, big XRP tokens. At first they said, oh, okay, 10,000 a key will be good. They only had a set amount of keys. They only made a set amount of keys. That's what made them valuable. Well, when they saw the market space, who was going to use them, and it was only certain central banks around the world, they understood that they priced them too low in order to make it like feasible, because they couldn't have just anybody buy this. It had to be the central banks in order to make this stuff work at the financial level. I was there when it went from $10,000 a key to $250,000 a key, and people told us that would be impossible. And then people started buying them, and all the technology is set on top of it because it was scalable. So when people tell me this kind of stuff, I'm like, you don't understand. This is technology. This is not stocks. Banks need this to upgrade to their new level of technology for messaging, movements of assets, everything. You can't. Cross-border settlements before XRP are ancient history. I mean, not for nothing, but I remember in this country when I used to deposit a paper check, it would take 30 days to clear. 30. Now they're like, oh, it takes 15. It's much better now. And the other day I was in the bank and they were like, yeah, just use MoneyGram. It gets to your account in instantly. I was like, gee, I wonder why. We know why. We know what they're using. XLM. I mean, think about that. 30 days to 15 days to instant. Now, the only reason why XLM is being implemented all over small payments and the unbanked is because they didn't come under pressure. They weren't sued. Ripple, because Ripple was going after the bankers world, that is the world. That's why they got delayed. Very soon. Anyway, as far as the coins being burned, I can see that happening. I can see that happening completely. Just Shazam, over. So you don't know what's going to happen. Giant love.